Hey everyone, it's Kit.Nicole and I'm back with another episode of Beyond the Box for Operation Christmas Child. So the purpose of this series is just to highlight some of the receiving countries that Operation Christmas Child sends shoeboxes to. Last episode was in regards to the Ukraine, and today's episode is in regards to Guyana. Now, if you're wondering why Guyana, it's not a receiving country for Canada, but sometimes people kind of like walk into your life that make you fall in love with a place that you've never been to. So this is why we're doing it today. Now, I believe Guyana does receive shoe boxes from the US, so for a majority of my viewers, here's a little information for you. So Guyana is also known as the British Guiana or the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, and the name translates to Land of Many Waters. Their capital is Georgetown, and fun fact, they are the only landlocked Caribbean country. And you might be wondering why there's like other countries along the coast. Well, it's trade agreements, so they're considered Caribbean and not an island. Anyways, so their flag was adopted on February 23rd, 1970, and it was designed by an American named Whitney Smith, and it is known as the Golden Arrowhead. So the gold represents the bright future for the country based on the mineral wealth that they have there. Green for the land and forests, black for the perseverance of the people in pursuing their dreams, red for the sacrifices that they've made to achieve their goals, and white for the water resources of the country. Okay, so the population, according to the last census, is around 750,000, and it's projected to be up around 813,000 by the year 2030, which is a little crazy because I'm just thinking the population of Winnipeg is over 800,000, and it's kind of like taking the population of Winnipeg and putting it into the state of Idaho. So that's all right then. So anyways, the population consists of the native Amerindians, Chinese, Portuguese, East Indians, Europeans, and Africans as well. Lifestyles vary tremendously across the country. On the coast there are big cities and towns. In the south there are still indigenous tribes that live off the land. Cities have a lot of modern amenities, towns less so, and the villages even less. Rolling power outages hit the villages hard if they do have power, and this causes problems as it makes the pipe water stop running. Main income sources come from farming and fishing. And tying things back together, the land is slightly smaller than the state of Idaho, and it's almost 80% forest. And on that note, a large part of the forest is actually impenetrable, and scientists just love it. They're constantly discovering like new species, and it's their playground. They enjoy it. Now, Guyana is home to the world's largest single drop waterfall, and I'm probably going to get blasted for the pronunciation, but it's Kater Falls, and it is 5 times the height of Niagara Falls. So according to my friend, going to Georgetown for KFC is quite common, and Guyanese Chinese food is the best that you can get, and it does not compare to what you can get here. The languages that they speak, English is the official language, and interesting enough, it is the only South American country that has English as the official language. Though the common dialect is Guyanese Creole. But other languages spoken is Spanish, Portuguese, Creole, and Amerindian, as well as a little mix of a few others as well. So there is no official religion in the country, but many claim to be Catholic, Muslim, or Hindu. And despite the diverse religions in the population, everyone's actually pretty respectful to each other, and they actually tend to join in on each other's celebrations. So for example, during Easter, even though it is like technically a Catholic or Christian holiday, the most anticipated tradition is flying a kite by the sea, which represents the resurrection of Jesus. And I can assure you everyone joins in. So my friend who grew up Hindu This would happen around spring break. He and his brother would be on top of things making a kite just for this one day. Now, the national holiday is Mashramani, and it commemorates the birth of the Republic. It is celebrated around the end of February, and it translates to the celebration of hard work. So on a little bit of a sadder note, last year Guyana did suffer from a lot of major heavy flooding throughout the country, and this really devastated a lot of the villages that were there. As I was talking to my friend about this, he was saying that things like the shoe boxes, even though we're a little bit limited on what we can pack inside, like even just toys, it's a good way to help take the kids' minds off of the situation that's going around. And on another note, apparently while I was researching all the little facts that I wanted to present to you today, I came across one that said that apparently Guyana has the second highest suicide rate per capita in the world. And they're not quite sure exactly why this is the case. Part of it might stem from depression coming from poverty. It could also be stemming from some of the chemicals that have been used, like in the farming and manufacturing industries as well. Could also be a spiritual issue. They're not quite sure. But if you've been following Operation Christmas Child for a while, you would know one of the key points about packing the shoe boxes is praying over your shoe boxes. So you pray over the box, all the contents in it, you pray for the child that receives it, and this is a good point where you pray for the community and the countries that they're going to as well. No prayer is too small, and every box that you send does give a little bit of love and a little bit of hope, and you would be surprised at how much joy and peace a child can receive from just a toy or a toothbrush. So that's it. That's everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining this second episode of Beyond the Box. I've got a few more lined up in the works. Next, we're going to be focusing on some of the countries that Canada actually sends to. Sorry to my US friends. Maybe next year I will expand on some of the other receiving countries, but it's just my plans for now. So if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button to follow along, or just give a like, leave a comment, all that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next video. So have yourselves a good day, happy shoeboxing, and stay blessed. Bye.